Hello friends, thank you for joining me again for some more SWTOR storyline. Let's go ahead and get started with Echoes of Oblivion. This was also added in 6.2 back in December 2020, but I believe this is actually a bit more interesting of a quest, and probably a bit longer too, or maybe quite a bit longer. Is that Steel ship?
T7, you found the ship with Satil Shan and her students?
T7 equals successful. Ship identification equals
Finally.
confirmed.
Great work.
We need those coordinates now. There isn't a moment to spare.
T7 equals forwarding coordinates now. Ship status equals undamaged. Seems too easy. Far too easy. Uh-oh. Alert! Hostile ship equals incoming. Evasive maneuvers equal engaged. Yeah, I say get out of there. We'll come back and help him.
We have the coordinates. Leave it to us.
Transmission status equals degrading. T7 equals... Uh-oh. Hope he's okay.
We need to get there now. The servants have found their master.
The servants? Can't believe there are any of them left.
The servants?
They're the Sith Emperor's worst fanatics. They don't even have names, just Servant 1, Servant 2, and so on.
Each time we think we've killed the last of them, more always appear.
We have to get moving. If the servants are involved, this is even worse than we thought.
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I played the night storyline. I want to say there actually are identified servants in the storyline. This isn't something totally new for this mission, which I hope. I always like when they sort of tie things back to earlier storylines and earlier mythology, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's brand new. All right, let's yeah, let's see. Are they still at the same coordinates?
Could they be the ones who changed the ship's course to begin with?
I suppose it's possible, but they were coming out of hyperspace. Seemed like they just arrived. Either way, we'll need to get there fast. I'll get a shuttle prepped. Meet me as soon as you're ready. One way or another, this ends today.
So the mystery deepens. Why was the ship not where we thought it would be? And how did these guys find it? Alright, meet with Lana. She's probably around here somewhere. Usually is. I'm glad we're actually getting down to business now, not just talking all day. Sometimes talking can be fun, but even more fun is doing. And I'm excited to get in combat. It's been a long time since I've done single combat in this game. Besides, you know, PvP and operations and all. Even though SWTOR doesn't have the best single combat, it's good to flex those muscles every once in a while. Still a little bit of uncertainty in the ranks, it seems. There's Lana.
I realize this is something you must do without me, but I couldn't let you go without at least wishing you luck.
Appreciate that.
The way this is unfolding, I'm completely disheartened. I never dreamed we'd face Valkorion again, and now you must do so without my help. I hope you know that if I could, I would be by your side for this.
Yes, I think the reason she can't come is because the virus thing spreads to Force users, and unlike my character, she is not resistant to it because she hasn't been touched by Valkorion before, doesn't have a real taste of his power within her.
I won't hold it against you. There's just too much uncertainty this time.
I don't doubt it. Just stay safe.
Good, you're still here. I was hoping to catch you before you took off.
What is it, Theron?
Theron.
I hope there's room for one more on that shuttle, because I'm going with you.
So this is interesting, because he's not a Jedi, so I was like, oh, it should be fine. But he is the son of Satil Shan, So I imagine he is probably force sensitive. I'm not sure if they mentioned that or not in any of the previous storylines. I'm sure they do at some point. Um, but on the other hand, it is his mom, so I'm sure he's going to want to go help her. Let's see what he has to say.
I appreciate the thought, but are you sure?
I know it's risky, but Satele is in trouble. I have to help. Whatever the Emperor's doing, I can resist it. I was on Ziost. He didn't control me then. Sure as hell won't let him affect me now.
Commander.
We need to speak with you. Before you go,
Everybody's here. Yeah, I guess there's not really a real choice when it comes to Theron. It'd be cool if there was, though, but a lot of these quests don't have as many branches as you would need to really have that real choice. Um, but I think even if he's not okay, we could probably defend ourselves from him. We have before, after all.
Whatever you need to say, I'm listening.
We're coming with you. We helped you defeat Valkorion before, and we won't abandon you now. Whatever this weapon is that he's unleashed, I'm sure it won't have any power over Arkan and I.
this is just as much our responsibility as it is yours. If there's the slightest chance Valkorion could return, we must do what we can to stop him.
Sorry to interrupt your send-off, but we need to get going.
We will accompany you.
I'm going too.
That is really not a good idea.
Kira is correct. Too many are already infected by Tenebrae's weapon. Bringing you is too great a risk.
That's not your call to make. The only orders I'm following are the commander's.
All right then. What do you think?
Oh, interesting. Maybe there is a bit of a choice here. Um, I honestly didn't expect that. So I'm torn because like the logic side of me says that Kira and Scourge are probably right. That I'm sure the three of us could handle whatever's out there. Um, but it'd be more fun to bring everybody along. I think that'd be kind of cooler to see for the Let's Play here. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'll justify it by saying that, you know, worst case if we get infected, I would just say that anyone who goes here has to brace for the worst. But hopefully we can, hopefully everyone will have some immunity like they said, and if not, we'll just have to keep each other safe.
I wasn't expecting anyone to offer to come with us, especially since we don't truly know what we're up against. We're going to need all the support we can get. Thank you.
If that is your decision,
It is.
then let us proceed as carefully as possible. This changes the entire plan.
Hopefully
I
not a
wish you
bad
all
decision.
Good luck. And I'll keep our forces here on high alert. Should you need us, just say the word.
We appreciate the support, Lana. Thank you.
Whatever you need.
Enough talk. Let us depart before we lose the droid.
I feel like we've been dilly-dallying too long already. It's weird, I keep expecting like a single conversation and then a XP thing to pop up again. They've conditioned me now. But I'm glad this one seems to be a real quest, actually. Leaving Odessen, and hopefully there will be some combat soon.
We're here, scanning the transport. Power fluctuations, system failures. Looks like the engines are out of commission. There's a ship parked in the hangar bay, but I can't tell if it's T7 shuttle or the servants.
And who is that? Not T7.
There's our answer.
We'll have to go in through one of the airlocks, but we can't connect while they're shooting at us.
Leave them to us.
Glad we took separate ships.
Locked on and sealed. We're ready to go in.
Wonder what happens if you don't let them join us. Do we get in a different way? Do we have to do a ship battle first? I'd be curious to see.
Master Satele will be all right. We won't let her down.
Thank you.
I'm sure she'd do the same for any of us. That's the Jedi way.
You survived.
I did. Alright, Scourge. Let's see what we're up against here.
For the record, this ship was not creepy when we left.
Now it's the compressor.
Impossible! I checked it not 5 minutes ago.
Check it again.
15 and 22.
What's going on down there? We must leave immediately.
And 4.
Doesn't make sense. Every time we repair one system, another fails.
That must be T7's handiwork. Wonder where he's hiding. Let's find a way to take these guys down quietly once their boss disconnects. No sense.
Uh-oh.
You will not escape. This ship will be your tomb.
You were saying?
Here we go.
Come on.
I like that they explained that T7 was sort of sabotaging them so they couldn't escape. That makes sense why we still found them here after all this time. Alright, let's do some extra cooldowns here. Do some damage. It looks like I can already tell that we're down some abilities, obviously, and then looks like Force and Balance can now have more than one charge. That's interesting. I'll have to play with that a little later on. Wasn't too bad.
Are you alright?
I will be. Soon.
T7 equals happy and
It's
relieved.
good to see you too, little guy. Great work stalling them till we could get here.
Ship is off course. Unknown group arrived before T7
So
and
these guys aren't our
something.
only problem then. Who else would even know about this?
It doesn't matter. Anyone who stands against us will die. Must die.
As fierce as Scourge is, I feel like he's almost comic relief at this point with how overboard he is. Also, I'm going to try to say is instead of equals with T7 from now on because it's faster, but apparently still not fast enough.
I'll decide who we kill and who we don't. Understand?
Let's keep everyone contained. Then we'll worry about who's killing who.
Engine malfunction is temporary. Direct sabotage
Okay,
is necessary.
I'll take T7 and make sure the engines and hyperdrive are permanently shut down. Weapons and shields too, just in case.
We must still ensure that no one who has boarded this ship can leave. We cannot risk this corruption spreading.
We should check all the escape pods, then launch them before anyone can use them.
That mystery
Smart.
shuttle in the hangar too. T7 can take our shuttle out once we've finished sabotaging everything.
Agreed. Stay in contact.
And where's Satele and her followers? Are they still here? Definitely want to keep an eye out. Alright. Let's get to it. Thought I saw an elevator over here. Also, I am turning on my space heater because it is a little bit chilly in here. Hopefully you guys can hear that on the microphone, but if you can, I apologize. Looks like some of the servants of the servants. Oh, I'm stunned. Doing a little bit of damage there. Looks like Scourge is in healing mode though, ironically. Let's do some force quaking. And I don't actually have force wave, it seems. But we'll make do. I'm not sure I like that force wave is a selection now. I also went with the defaults because I really didn't feel like spending time picking my abilities. I'll have plenty of time over the coming weeks to really kind of investigate the changes and get used to them. But for now I wanted to do the storyline, have some fun, get some XP, and make sure I'm level 80 so I can start raiding again. I see some more friends coming. How you guys doing today? There's a good dot spread. Alright, doesn't take much. Oh, more where that came from. Okay, you guys stay together. There we go. Nice, nice. And release the escape pods, okay? Here's one of them. I think we already passed one. Has to, actually. Sometimes you gotta backtrack. Take a step backwards to go 2 steps forward. Alright, escape pods are away. I assume we've checked that the shuttle is vacant before we release it. I'm not sure why we can't just destroy it, but maybe maybe we'll have the other two destroy it. Where's the elevator? There it is. Glad I didn't jump. Alright, come on down, as Bob Barker would say. There we go. Also, it says hand. Shouldn't it be the servants? Are they his hands or are they his servants?
Is huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. Is there a question?
Why such a huge ship?
Oh, it doesn't matter. We need to stay focused.
Interestingly, the quest arrow is pointing me that way. But there are enemies here, so... Seneschal, I used to know what that meant. I think it's a word from Dragon Age. Not that it came from Dragon Age, obviously it's a real word, but I recognize it from somewhere, and I believe that's from Dragon Age. I want to say it means like attendant or something like that, but I could be wrong. This has been Vocabulary 101 with Aravale. Alright, so... where is the ship? I see some containers. I'm really confused as to why... oh, I see there's 2 levels. That makes sense. And I see a boss fight over here, it looks like, or like a mini boss fight. Alright, let's start with the Vanquish. Take him out. And then... actually, I should probably change my little adrenal here to an attack adrenal. Hopefully I have an attack adrenal with me. Let's stun him to interrupt that lightning strike. I don't have a knockback to interrupt, which is kind of strange. I'm so used to having like 3 interrupts, or 4 if you include Force Lift. Now I have 2. Alright, this should be the end of him pretty soon, though. Not too difficult after all. I will say, even though I have some things to do first, I am really itching for my next regular Let's Play. It's been a while since I've played just a regular, like, single-player RPG. Way too long, in my opinion. It's been playing, SWTOR and Pokemon games and strategy games, Galactic Battlegrounds, but I think the last real, like, single-player RPG I played was Jade Empire, and that was in, like, 2018. It's now 2022, so yeah, it's overdue. Definitely overdue, and I've had the itch for it. Not sure which one yet, but hopefully you guys stay tuned. Maybe you'll enjoy it, whether it's a game you've played or not. There's some action games I want to play too. There's so many good games these days, but only so much time. Let's stun one of these guys to reduce their damage, and we'll use Force Leech to get a bit back. And we'll do some AoEing here. And finish off this Crusader. Very nice.
Just fought 2 more servants. They must have packed them in tight on those shuttles.
I guess so. Alright. Is this the release here?
That's the last of them. Tenebrae's dogs won't escape us now.
You truly hate them, don't you?
They are beyond contempt. They betrayed their empire, betrayed the entire galaxy to absolutely no purpose.
Just power to
be a Sith
Valkorion.
is to break your own chains, to choose your own path, and overcome all that stands in your way.
Or Tenebrae, I should say.
Wretches wear the name servant with pride. They happily enslave themselves to a madman. That the Sith ever tolerated them is repugnant. That we still contend with their delusions after all these years.
I believe simp is the words the kids use these days.
You've been in this fight for a long time, but it's almost over now. I promise.
Let's make our way to the hangar. We need to find out who else seeks to wear the former Emperor's chains.
I really do hope the volume is okay. Mine's kind of low, but that might just be my headphones. And I do have the subtitles up here, just in case. Or if you guys are like, you know, at work or in class watching this subtly, but I imagine that's also unlikely.
Droids to guard the ship. To cause this much damage. The power of the Sith. Someone else must have been fighting the servants.
These scorch marks are from lightsabers.
Yes.
Oh, I want my knockback.
But who was here to fight them?
Interesting. So in case you guys didn't hear their banter over the combat, a little bit of a graphical glitch there. They said there were marks from lightsabers, so those could be from the servants who clearly have lightsabers, but they were fighting somebody. So I think somebody, maybe the Mandalorians, we've heard a little bit about Mandalorians so far, but somebody was on the ship and caused the issue in the first place before these guys found it as well. Definitely more going on here than meets the eye, I feel. Alright, here's the release.
That's an Eternal Empire shovel from Zakul.
Old servants and new, vying for scraps from their once great master. Pathetic.
How could any of the Zakul Knights know about this?
Perhaps they were closer to their master than we knew. I sense no one on board.
Goodbye ship. I still say blow it up just to be safe. And the containers too, since they're also floating away. Don't want the virus to escape.
Toast. We're taking the weapons offline now.
We've launched all of the escape pods and cleared the hangar. There may be Zakulans on board.
Just what we needed. We'll keep our eyes open.
Time to take the bridge.
I'm ready.
Just to clarify, this is not a metaphor for everything. I'm not saying we should like...
Around here. Once you've got the ship disabled, we'll come back you up.
Sounds good, Darren. I'm not saying we should like kill everybody with COVID to prevent it from spreading or anything like that. Just in this case, when the virus is a dark side virus to bring back the most dangerous madman the galaxy has ever seen, and the carriers are his servants, I think blowing them up makes a lot of sense.
How could you afford a ship this size?
We didn't. Kira stole it.
Hey, don't drag me into this. I wanted to take the Corvette. Faster, more maneuverable, about 10 less decks to clean.
I need my space.
House Hunters or Ship Hunters, SWTOR edition. That'd be interesting. Have Kira and Scourge on there. They are quite the pair. Alright, so these servants don't do a lot of damage, but they do have a decent bit of HP. Takes a little bit to kill them. And that's actually having decent gear and tactical and everything. Here's more. Ah, their stuns are so annoying. Okay. Alright, the adrenals. Do I have an attack adrenal? I think that's a stim. What's this? Critical adrenal and attack adrenal. Alright. I don't think there's any like level cap or boosting going on right now because it's a story quest. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put this on my toolbar. Hopefully that'll make things go just a little bit faster.
Engines are history. This thing won't be moving another centimeter. Unless an even bigger ship comes along to tow it, of course. Sorry, you're right. There is no ship big enough to tow a scrap pile this size.
Enough.
Alright, down you go. Oh, one more. These hallways remind me of Kraga's Palace somehow. Just the layout, I suppose. And who is this guy? Is this Servant 4? No, Servant's Guard. Oh, okay. And he's a yellow enemy, actually. Alright, we'll try to do the mechanics here just to be extra safe. Oh, and they have some healers. Alright. Like they say, go for the healer first. As a healer myself, maybe I should have more sympathy, but they are the enemies, so I do not. Have to save the galaxy after all. Jedi do not kill except when we have to, and I think this counts. Alright. Where to now? Ship controls. But where is Servant 4? Haven't met her in person yet.
Corpses.
Scions of Zakul. Their leader told me they would return when it was their time to die.
They must have taken the ship off course in the first place. But were they trying to hide from us? Or the servants? Are they allies or enemies?
I'll be honest here, I don't think we can trust them at
Scions
all.
follow their prophecies above all. There's no way to know whose side they're on.
Then we approach with caution, assuming any of them are still alive.
So many lives lost. It must end here and now.
Didn't expect him.
Revan.
The end is closer than ever before, but the threat is as dire as we could have imagined. The ritual inscribed on Tenebrae's body, the plague that was unleashed, is feeding on its victims' minds. Tenebrae is being remade. I can feel it. You must intervene before it's too late.
That guy has more lives than all the cats in the world, it seems.
I thought you had become one with the Force on Yavin.
That's right.
As long as Tenebrae's spirit remains, so will mine. He must be obliterated, utterly and completely.
That is our plan. Kira will lead us in meditation. We will join our minds with Satio's and end his blight on the galaxy. Forever.
Then go, quickly. I will aid you as best I can.
His voice brings me back to the Temple of Sacrifice operation.
We're all clear too. Meet you at the med bay.
I never expected to see Revan again.
If we succeed here today, he may finally know peace.
Good to have peace.
Come. The end is in sight.
I have mixed feelings about sort of facing Tenebrae again. Like, I liked that the Emperor really had his conclusion. He's kind of always been like the main enemy of SWTOR, so I thought the quality of the story content gave him a very fitting end with the, I guess, 4.0 and 5.0 expansions. The was it Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne. But we're not really facing him. We're just facing his servants and kind of like the threat of him returning. So I don't know. I'm kind of okay with it, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he doesn't like come back and just defeat him again, because I feel like at this point we've done that enough. Let's get on to Malgus or some other enemies. But all right, well, actually no, we're not done quite yet, are we? Echoes of Oblivion, get to the medical deck. Okay. For some reason I thought that was the end of the quest there. Gained a lot of experience with a Revan. Is he a companion now? That would be weird, because he's a Force Ghost, so don't really know why that matters, but we shall see. Oh, another enemy. Go ahead and stun him preemptively before he stuns me. Let's use some cooldowns, some offensive cooldowns to defeat this person a little bit more quickly. I really want to knock back, but I don't have a knockback. Also, I don't know why, somehow my toolbars got like switched. Like this one used to be over here, all these buttons, so I'll fix it at some point. Probably I'll put it off a lot longer than I should, but got a lot going on right now, and that's not really the highest priority. Whole crew's here. And who is that? There she is. This must be her followers.
Heskel's prophecy. At last, we are here.
You will not stop this. You cannot stop this.
You will never win. Valkorian's last vestige will be saved from your corruption.
You were puppets. Fools. We were his true followers. Only we knew the true shape of his power, of his plan.
I like his two different groups of servants are fighting each other. That's actually a pretty cool idea. But they were all of them deceived.
You were all puppets. The man you're so obsessed with never cared about any of you.
Why should a god care for the insects beneath him? His designs were beyond any of us, and they will not be stopped. He is master of the Force, master of us all. To stand against such power is to be destroyed.
My father manipulated you just as he manipulated us. Deception was his greatest power.
We thought we were a family, that we knew him. We were wrong.
Please, let this madness end.
The end will come only when it serves him.
Yeah, I think she's fully drunk in the dark side Kool-Aid.
You shall have it.
I am the weapon of his will. None can stand against his power.
We shall see. Let's take out her ads first. Now she's actually a boss, it looks like, which is cool. Might actually put in a little bit of effort here. Let's not underestimate anything. I'm gonna stun that guy just to give me a chance to do some damage. Okay, so her guards there went down pretty well. I can't get rid of her revivification, which is a heal. But hopefully we can just damage through it. Let's go ahead and pop that adrenal again. Some extra DPS going. I don't like that this is not on a regular cooldown now. That messes me up. We'll do a separate force. And goodbye, Servant 4. Let's grab some loot while we can. Tech fragment, so... Oh yeah, I'm at the cap. Oops, I'll fix that at some point.
More deaths to lay at my father's feet.
I'd say everybody else stay back.
Satele. She's still alive. Tread and Syl are dead, and the rest aren't far from it. So much darkness. We have to hurry.
Form a circle, quickly.
I'll keep you covered from here, just in case any stragglers are hiding out.
Theron?
She's my mother. I'm glad I can help, but I don't think I want to see the inside of her mind.
We're going to join our minds with Satele's to help her fight. Focus your minds on her. Watch her breathing and try to match it. Close your eyes.
I think I trust Kira. Hopefully this is not a mistake.
Let my voice guide you. Listen. Follow my voice. The Force unites us all. Through the Force, all things are one. Follow my voice. Follow. I can't sense the others. I'm not sure if they made it in.
Unexpected guests. Fascinating. Who are you?
Don't remember me? Guess this might not really be him, just an echo of him.
Whatever game this is, you won't fool us.
Ah, of course. Who else could you be? I've heard so much about you.
Yeah, he's acting like we've never met. Alright, let's start by defeating his wraiths and not falling off the edge. Savagery, malice. This is kind of cool. Something a little different than the usual enemies. Hopefully they don't have knockbacks. Should probably get away from the ledge. Just in case. This is definitely very Valkyrian. Like the, was it the second mission in the original Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion? Always fighting in dream worlds and inside people's minds. It is interesting though.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
Who are these two?
My wayward child. You of all people should know better than to challenge my strength.
Also, I've gathered from this Jedi's memories. Your minds are resilient, to say the least. Adapting so quickly. Resisting so ably.
This isn't the first time we've faced each other. You don't remember?
This Jedi remembers, though she clearly lacks details.
You aren't who you pretend to be.
I am, and I am not.
So these are the three forms of the Emperor. Valkorion, Tenebrae, I guess the Sith is his original body, the one with the ritual tattooed on his skin, and the other one on the right is the body we mainly know, which I guess is not his original body if I remember my lore correctly, but it's the one that you face in the original Jedi Knight storyline.
That's your original body, isn't it? You're not Valkorion or Vitiate. You're Tenebrae.
As shrewd as I've been led to believe.
The ritual carved into him isn't a plague. It's an imprint. An echo of who he was back then.
It has taken longer than I'd hoped to recompose myself.
But time has never been in short supply. Not for me.
To be honest, I've quite enjoyed the process. The memories this Jedi and her followers have of me, of us. Quite amusing.
That's right, I totally forgot the name Vitiate too. That was the name of the Emperor in his main form, I guess. Vitiate's kind of associated with the human here. Valkorion is in the middle, and Tenebrae was his original name back when he was first starting out. Put more clothes on at least. Let's go with this one.
You won't hurt her or anyone else ever again.
So confident. You clearly don't know me as well as you think. The version of me that you knew became too complacent, too distracted by mortal concerns, empires, wars, even a family. I have seen where that path led. I'm not so easily distracted now. I will succeed where he failed. And thanks to you, I have a choice of interesting bodies to carry me to victory.
Well, thank you for calling us interesting, but hopefully that will be the last thing you ever call us. Where did they go? Oh, they're way over yonder. Okay, let's get to it then. It's weird, actually. I feel like he was actually more scary when the Emperor was more mysterious. Like, now that we kind of know his story and who he is, which is all really cool, by the way. I love how they sort of revealed that throughout the expansions and the supporting works, but it's like, you know, he's really just another Sith Lord, one that kind of came very close to achieving the ultimate goal of unlimited power. Hey, vendor droid. Let's do some repairs while we're here and sell some junk. But yeah, at the end of the day, he's still just another Sith, and we've defeated plenty of those. It's got a Flesh Raider model for this fight there. Alright, another one bites the dust. See a couple more creatures around. Might even just gather a bunch of these guys up. And I think we can take them. This better not be a mistake. Hit Cloud Mine. I'm not sure it actually will reduce the damage I take. Perhaps I should be a little more cautious since I don't have my knockback anymore, or a couple of my other utilities. I do have Phase Walk. Maybe I should start using it just in case. But so far, at least Kira seems to be keeping up. And I like that you used Scourge for a while as your companion, and now we're using Kira. It's good to have variety. Oh, back in Tython. I remember this place from long ago. This is a longer quest than I thought. Might even be longer than the expansion from what I've heard. I hear that 7.0 storyline can be done in like an hour or less. Alright, so what are we going to do with this memory of Typhon? I am curious. This area seems very Dragon Age-y as well. I won't go into details, but if you watch my Inquisition Let's Play, you know what I'm referencing. Alright, to get to the center of the mindscape. Okay, excuse me, coming through. Where to now? Hope they saw us. Guess we're going up there, actually. Glad we have those quest arrows. Or this would be very confusing.
If I had something to say, I wouldn't hold back. You know me.
Another trace of Typhon, and back to the memories.
You lash out with such conviction. Don't you see how pointless it all is?
I control this place. All that happens, every motion occurs by my design.
And you are no different.
You cannot succeed, only die alone.
In the fight against you, no one is alone. He divided us. He knows that together we are stronger than he can ever hope to be.
Looks like Revan has his chance to do what he's been trying to do for a very long time.
I'd be honored to fight by your side.
Together, we will end him.
That's pretty cool. Your character and Revan fighting together to defeat the Emperor once and for all.
Satele and the others at the center of all this. Come on!
Be cool if he had like his shorter purple lights. Oh, he does. Oh, cool. I love that. Always did like Revan style. One more. Oh, I lied. Another one hiding up there. Freecaster. Coming out of the woodwork, aren't they? Kill one, another one pops up. Oh, come on. I do enjoy it. The enemies are a little bit different and unusual, but at the same time, they're still not that fun to face. Let's face them and go on. Or can I just run in through with them still alive? I can. Good, okay. And back on Typhon again, it looks like. Running the other way this time. Now we are in combat. Hopefully it doesn't like bug anything out. Okay, good. Now we can use Rocket Boost.
You believed you had won, that your achievements outweighed your losses, that your sacrifices meant something. Anything.
After all that I have done, all that I have enslaved, all that I have destroyed, you should have known.
You do not know the true face of power, but you will. Very soon. You will.
Alright. I'm ready to meet this face of power. And defeat him once and for all. Okay, not going back the way we came. Back over the bridge. I remember crossing this bridge so long ago. It'd be cool if like each class had a different zone to fight in, which might be the case. Like, or probably just the memory portion, honestly, but that would make sense. It's kind of cool to have a little tie back to the start of the game that I started playing more than 10 years ago now at this point. It was the very end of 2011, and it's now the very start of 2022. That's a lot to think about. It's like how much my life has changed and the world has changed. SWTOR has changed as well. Some for the worse, but a lot for the better. Hopefully more for the better, at least in the long run. Oh, we can biochem the loathing creature here. Interesting, wouldn't have expected that. Wonder if we take the materials with us. Alright. Don't want to jump off a ledge, because honestly, the only way I really lose here, I think, is if I run off the ledge. Otherwise, don't think these guys really stand much of a chance. Going the right way? Yes, we are. Reminds me a bit of Malachor 5 as well at the end of the second Knights of the Old Republic game. And I don't know if they're remaking that one, but they are remaking the first one, which is pretty cool. Probably have to play that when it comes out, but there's just so much I want to play and so little time. And I know I say this all the time, but I really do think, not right away, but in a few months I should have some more time for video games, at least for a little while. So that'll be good. Definitely have some catching up to do. I'll never play every game I want to play. There's just too many, but hopefully I can play at least a few more.
I told you.
I control all that happens here.
I am immortal, infinite, endless.
Inevitable.
Everything ends, even you.
I believe you tried to destroy me once before. You failed.
I saved you then. I will not save you now.
Took me a second to recognize Mitra Surik. That's the Exile, the player character from KOTOR 2.
Here forever, but you have always known the way to destroy him. Together, we will find his doom. Satil is stronger than this. Duplicate believes. She is not the easy prey he assumes. He gleans the facts of his other lives from the memories and impressions of Satil and her students. But he has only the knowledge of those events. This Tenebrae possesses none of the wisdom earned by experiencing them.
Interesting. Also a very cool cameo from Darth Maul. He was definitely one of the more interesting members of the council. A lot of old folks coming back for this update here.
Do you know how long ago this impression of Tenebrae was made?
I can only theorize, but it must have been long before our time. Likely before even Revan's time. Do not share in his arrogance. He is more vulnerable than he would have us believe. But he is still the most dangerous being in the galaxy. If we fail to destroy him here and now, there may never be another opportunity. He is a relic of an era long past. Destroy him. Break the chains he uses to ensnare us all. Free the galaxy from his manipulations. Avenge me. Avenge your soul.
I wonder if the freedom he speaks of is the freedom to move on to the next expansion. Or the next update. I think there's a little bit more to do before we get to the actual 7.0 expansion. Alright. Not too much further though. And as you can see, it is past 3 AM, so I would really like to get some sleep soon. Hopefully we're about to finally bring this to an end. Looks a little like Coruscant there. Not really. Yeah, definitely Malachor 5 vibes, very much. Not sure that was the intent, but definitely a resemblance. Hey, Valen, another blast from the past. No pun intended.
At last, I understand.
approval. For self-determination.
Each more powerful than the last. And also easily manipulated. You must have been endlessly entertaining.
Ignore him. We're together.
Brother. Sister. We know. Brother.
We know what? That he's just as deluded and self-absorbed as our parents. You couldn't let me be free. You were so afraid to let me be what I am, you killed me. I wouldn't even be here if he hadn't dragged me along.
Dragged you along? What do you mean?
Not one clue what you're doing. As always.
Valen, please.
Please. Please what, Mother? Please stop reminding you of the truth. Does it hurt? Because it pales next to what you did to me.
Please listen to me, Valen. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but you deserve to hear this. I was wrong. He took you, and I said nothing. He caged you, and I stood by. He robbed you of the woman you were destined to be, but I let it happen. Others blame you for so much, but the fault is mine. How much pain and suffering might not have happened if I had just fought harder for you? I could have done more. I should have done more.
I know this isn't nearly enough to make things right, but I hope hearing this brings you some peace, Valen.
Can we focus? There's someone else here who needs to die.
Foolish child. You could never hope to.
You presume limits to my power. There are none.
Seems scared now.
Reach the center. Go.
I suspect if you don't bring Arkin, then Vexen and maybe Valen aren't here. I'm not really sure how they would turn out differently, but that seems to be what they're implying, that by bringing him, I brought the memory of them as well. And so we have to face them as well, but sometimes that can lead to unexpected allies. Alright, Savagery, down you go. Where is Revan? Is he around, or did he stay back there? He may have stayed back there. Alright, well, even without him, these guys aren't too much of a threat. Let's kind of keep moving along a bit. Down phase walk again, just in case. We'll see if they chase me all the way over to here. Okay, we're getting there. Actually, I probably don't need to go over there, do I? Or yes, I do. Okay. Other way's a dead end. Easy to get disoriented down here. Alright, made quick work of them, thanks to our cooldowns. And I believe the end is finally in sight. Yeah, compared to the little tiny updates, this is actually a decent size update. And not even really an official expansion. Maybe I should have played this when the time came, but at the same time, I do like that I saved it and can actually get some XP from it now. Although, you know, to be honest, from what I understand, you actually get a decent amount of XP just from doing the new expansion, so might not really matter in the long run, but it is kind of fun to play the story content all at once together, and then you remember what's happening and how it kind of all fits together, and I feel like it's a little more fun that way. Alright, we took a little bit of damage there. Let's heal up since we don't have a healing companion with us right now. I was also messing around a bit there, not really focusing on a single target. I do love the route that comes with Sever Force. That's really helpful in these kind of missions. And we have Force Potency for some extra crit damage. Not a whole lot else I can do defensively. I'm going to pop Cloud Mind in case it has the damage reduction associated with it. I really couldn't tell you whether I grabbed that one or not. Alright. guess I had to bioanalyze this one myself. Ooh, got some rare stuff though. And I see a vine in front of these doors. Hopefully I can get past it. Yes. Cool. The end is in sight. Don't go towards the light. Oh, Jedi Temple. That makes sense. We are on Tython after all, or a memory of Tython. Let's heal up a bit here. Alright, should be good now. Are we heading to the memory of the council chamber, I suppose? That would be a good place for a boss fight. Here she is.
What could you possibly be thinking?
You must realize by now that everything you do here is meaningless. The Jedi's mind can no longer resist me. It crumbles by the second.
When she is obliterated, only I will remain.
Watch, fight, flee, bring as many friends as you like. Nothing can stop me now.
You're starting to sound a bit desperate. Who are you trying to convince?
Mindless child.
Alright, here we go. And yes, Satele looks pretty composed to me, so I do think he's bluffing.
Look at them. Your Jedi and her weak-minded students. Barely clinging to life, to sanity.
They will fall. And once again, I will rise.
No. Your power is your weakness. It blinds you.
Jedi nonsense.
Precisely. My students and I, who are we to resist your power? You knew you could dominate us all. That you could tear a path through our minds, absorbing our essence, strengthening yourself, crashing through all our defenses one by one. In time, your victory was inevitable. In time, you would claw your way here, into the very core of my being. Into the heart of my trap.
Trap. Look around you.
Yes, look around me. Look at my students, each of them shaken to their core by the death and chaos that you helped create. Eager for help, guidance, strength. Had you focused on any one of them, you might have succeeded. But your ego wouldn't allow it. Why settle for one student when you could assault them all? And why limit yourself to the students when their master was close at hand? I never needed to beat you. I only had to let you think you were invincible. Until now. Until every person who knows your weakness firsthand could come to face you.
I feel like we need some Avengers music here. A couple Doctor Strange portals to bring in the others.
Until the one person who proved you could be defeated came here to destroy you, once and for all.
I will not be defeated by a mere Jedi.
I'm really glad everybody's here for the ending, though. It seems very appropriate.
You think your power is infinite. Only the Force is infinite. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Enough! You will all learn the true depths of my power.
Let's do it. I kind of thought we would like face him as like a three-part entity. It could be interesting, but I guess he decided to fight us under his Valkyrian guise one last time. He does have a lot of HP. Probably shouldn't stand in that. Okay, I imagine we have to... Ooh. Oh, don't stun me. That's not right. What does this do? Coordinated spike causes arcane attacks to target in tandem. I don't know what that does. I can't actually target that, it looks like. Alright, let's use this. Yeah, I can't actually... Oh, this is not good. Might die here. Okay, well, Satila is actually my companion right now, and she's healing me, which is nice. The trouble is, I literally cannot change my target, so I have no choice but to face Valkorion himself. Maybe the goal is just to defeat him before he makes too many of these things. Not really sure what the mechanic is here. But that's going to be my goal. Oh. I do seem to have the mobility, which is nice. Alright, getting some heals, I appreciate that. And I'm stunned. I don't like the stun though. Guess that's the reason to use your stun breaker. Oh, I do have a knockback, it's just not on the right key binding. Well, I will fix that later. Okay, let's use this again. Oh, I'm hurt now. Let's use my med pack. I want to put down a force. Right where one of the things is, of course. Base walk, rather. Okay, got enough procs there. Glad I have a decent amount of mobility in this spec. Not a ton because of my telekinetic throw, but enough to make it through. You're really not sure. I guess the mechanic is just you kind of dodge things and attack them. There's probably more to it than this that I'm missing. Let's use this just to get away. Oh good, they do go away after a while.
Witness true power.
I'm gonna put a bubble on me to kind of keep safe here. And alright guys, take him out. At least it's not cast, that's nice. Okay, I can do one of those, and goodbye, Emperor. Defeated at last.
You know me. You will suffer.
Oh, I guess we do go through all of his forms, okay.
We can do this.
Oh, I don't know what these do. So you can taunt him. Oh, I see. So you maybe have to use Scourge to kind of get some of these guys off you. And now I can attack some of the others. What do these things do? Here attacks the target with increased damage. Can I do damage to him? Let's try it. I do like these controls to kind of help your, to use your companions and your teammates to help out. It's kind of cool. Okay, I actually don't seem to be able to attack him yet. So I probably have to defeat his little servants here first. Okay, let's get Scourge over here. If I can. Yeah, there we go. He's taunted them, it seems. Appreciate that, Scourge. I can't really watch their HP too closely. Let's do some AoEing there. Alright, Svish is actually taking damage now. Take this thing out before it does too much to us. Yeah, got some dots going. Alright, very nice. Let's reapply my dots on him to do some damage over time. And we'll use a big Kira. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do these two. We'll just do everything then. Hopefully there's no ads for a bit while we get that cooldown back. I will put down Phase Walk over here, just in case I need it. Keep my distance as much as I can. Alright, so I guess we're kind of going back through history now, from Valkorion to Vitiate. And then at last we'll defeat Tenebrae once and for all. This is a cool boss fight though.
I cannot be denied.
I am immortal.
Not forever. Nothing lasts forever. Except love. I guess you could say love lasts forever. We'll go with that. And the Force, perhaps. But no individual. Not even an emperor. Alright. Ooh, we have more things now. What does this do? Revan's Fury. Let's do that. And Darth Mar. Oh, nope. Stunned. What happened to the others there? Are they stunned too, I suppose? Will of the Emperor. Well, I really can't do anything against that. Oh, there we go.
All your power cannot save you.
We'll see about that. Okay, Senya's Ward. A Bulwark. Wonder when the best time is to use that. I should probably wait to use that for a bit. I like that each of them has a different ability though, that's cool. Keep moving to stay out of those bad circles there. This is, after all, the bad circle game. It's gotten taller, hasn't he? Okay, let's use one of these ward things. I feel like that could be useful here. And I don't know if I want to use my med pack quite yet. I will do a bubble on myself though. Alright, let's do Revan to attack that guy. Can I stun him? I can stun him, that's good. Trouble is I can't stay still long enough to get my procs. Maybe I can gather them up in the middle. We don't really have Scourge taunting anymore, which would be nice. Okay, let's do some damage here. Should apply my dots before I hit that cooldown. Alright, we're starting to kill some of them, which is good. I have some health, I'm actually trying to find a balance between moving and actually doing some damage. Don't know what that does, but probably nothing good. This is a little bit tougher than I was expecting it to be. I like that. I have decent gear too. We'll do another Darth Maul's Unity. Haven't read what that does, don't have time to right now, but I'm sure it helps. Okay, we'll use another Force Alacrity here. Use our abilities a bit faster, and there's another Force Imbalance. Interestingly, Revan's... Oh, 12 minutes, okay. I thought it was 12 seconds. I was like, why is it frozen? But 12 minutes, that would be why. So use it sparingly. Everybody's attacking with their lightsabers. Alright, can we just burn him down? Do we have to defeat these guys too? Or, nah, he's not taking any damage. Alright, one more round. They know what to do. The Emperor's will must be defeated. Do some dot spraying to those guys. That seems pretty effective. I'm going to try to keep my range. Okay, plenty of ads to clean up. I'll have an AoE in a second if I can just make sure there's dots on them. Yeah, they're all dying too fast. Okay, I should have good dot spread there. And my dots do heal me as well when they take for damage. He's not taking damage though. We have a few more to defeat. It's the wills I have to defeat, right? Or is it just all of them? There's certainly a lot, and he is. Okay, he's taking damage again. Nice. Alright, let's do another one of these, another one of those. Everything we got. Come on, team. I'm gonna try to force speed by him to maybe do some dot spread to these guys chasing me. Okay, reapply Sever Force and Weaken Mind. 10 minutes on the Revan thing, but hopefully we'll defeat him before then. I'm gonna save my Force Imbalance. Try to get the final blow with it. Here we go. How about a project? That works too. Alright. Let's see if we defeat him at last. At long last.
everything you've done.
Everyone you've betrayed.
Everyone you've manipulated.
Everyone you've murdered.
A lot of ghosts from the past in all these cutscenes. I like that I recognize at least a few of them.
The Force seeks balance. Always.
No. No!
The Force is mine. I command it.
I am endless!
No. In the end, you are nothing.
You tell him.
Welcome back.
What is this?
A victory party. The best I could do on short notice. We destroyed him. Utterly and forever. The Sith Emperor will never rise again.
Alright, that was pretty cool. I think that was a fitting end to the Emperor, or at least the echoes of him. And hopefully that threat is finally eliminated and we can move on to other things. I also thought that was actually a pretty cool boss battle and a pretty cool cutscene too, so they did a good job there. I'm curious to see how this compares to the expansion, because, I mean, this has been an hour and 12 minutes, so a decent bit of content for a non-expansion update. But hopefully the expansion is pretty cool as well.
At the end, all those people who appeared around us, who were they?
They were the consequences he fled for so many centuries.
Where is everyone else?
My son is helping Kira and Scourge. They're taking my surviving students to our old training grounds on Coruscant. Arkan and Senya have left for Odessen. Perhaps now they will finally know true peace. The rest, Darth Mar, Mitra Surik, Revan, I believe they are one with the Force at last.
Makes sense.
How much time has passed?
That's not important. You have given my son the home he always needed. He spent so many years searching for the belonging that I couldn't give him. He finally has it. Thank you.
Let's go with this one.
You should spend more time with Theron. He needs you in his life.
I would like that more than anything. Today, we defeated the most evil and destructive being in history. It
So
has
far.
been centuries since the galaxy knew a day without Tenebrae's dark influence. Today is the first step toward a new future. Let's make that future a better one.
Hear, hear. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. And I know I'm excited to see what comes next.
You're awake. Shouldn't need this then. Had an eventful day, have we?
You could say that.
He's gone, Lana. Destroyed. Forever.
I felt it. Kira and Scourge had me pick you up from the hangar. Apparently they were the first to wake from the ritual. You were unconscious for more than an hour. What happened?
Master Satil wanted to talk.
Just catching up, or
Something like that.
You'll have to tell me all about it. But first, what heading should I set?
Yeah, let's go home.
Take us home, Lana.
I could use some sleep.
Aaron Lanier. I understand you have quite a story to tell.
And that, I assume, will be a story for another time. But let's see what our rewards are. Alright, 1,000,000 XP, not too bad. Could have been a little more for what we did, but I will take it. And do we still have our... Yes, we do. Oh, it is a 2-hour boost. Okay, well, I'll replace it with a better one when the time comes. Level 77, very nice. Alright, well, that's it for now, guys. I am going to get some sleep. If you enjoyed this, you know the drill, like, and if you want more SWTOR content, please subscribe, because I will have plenty more on the way. And when I come back, we will pick up with the next part of the storyline. I believe that's Spirit of Vengeance, right? Yep, there it is right on the screen, Spirit of Vengeance. So, thank you all for watching, and see you again soon.